You were watching the election, weren't you, George? Because you
Yeah.
were comparing it to the British one, and now they're just not on the same level.
Yeah, no, that's so fucking boring. The American one, it's just like stats, and like in England, it's so fucking the election night's so good. Do you guys watch it whenever it's on?
What's the difference then?
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Surely
the
there's
It's a
churches.
good laugh. It's a good laugh. Yeah, but people are just like,
Oh, what, like Lord Buckethead, and we've got like the meme
yeah,
ones?
yeah. It's not even that. It's just the coverage is so much better because like no one gets embarrassed in the American one. Here we film them all when they get the results, and that's just fucking brilliant. I love it.
And you lose your seat and
yeah.
all that. Oh, yeah, you don't get that in America. And also in America, like everything's so clean and great. Whereas like you could tell that in the UK one, but it's been set up in like 20 minutes by like some bloke.
In like a dodgy town hall, like
Yeah.
the first school's like all centre.
I also found like watching through the election coverage, still the best coverage was coming from British sources.
Yeah,
like
true.
the US coverage was just numbers, and the UK one you're getting like opinions, people dotted all over the place. You saw like a fucking Trump party. It was great.
Yeah, I think we were watching the same one. Was it Sky you were watching?
Yeah, it was Sky.
Should we explain Lord Buckethead?
Yeah, Lord Buckethead, you could go try and explain it if you can, Will.
Yeah. So, for the non-UK based viewers, there is. All right, James, fact check me on this. So, there's usually like 3 or 4 MPs running for an area in Britain, and then sometimes a meme fifth one pops up just for shits and giggles, really, right?
Yeah.
So basically, you have to put in a deposit when you run for an election, right? So you put in a deposit. I can't remember how much it is. I think it's about £1,000, and that means you can run as an MP for your constituency. I can't remember exactly how much. But if you don't get a certain amount of votes, the government takes that money, that deposit. So it basically stops just about anyone from entering. But if you have backing, like this Lord Buckethead guy and someone who was in a constituency that I used to live in called Sir Arthur Pendragon.
Yes, I remember that.
What?
Yeah. You can
Was
can
he not
run.
just a really posh man? What's the Pendragon bit?
No, he was a druid. So my constituency
never watched Merlin?
included my constituency included Stonehenge, right? And
Right,
there's a
of
druid
course it did.
circle that do all of like the winter and summer solstices, and the leader of those solstices is called Sir Arthur Pendragon.
Right.
And that's his legal name. His first name I think is Sir, middle name Arthur, last name.
Oh,
Name,
that's
yeah,
a good
named
work
after-
around.
I'd vote for it.
No,
Yeah.
isn't he named after King Arthur, right? Because
Yeah. So like, I think he literally named himself that because he believes that he's the reincarnation of him.
Oh, I'd
and
vote for him.
I believe he almost or did get the amount of votes to get his deposit back because of the circle being so big.
Yeah.
By Stonehenge, not the
Stonehenge.
literal
Literally
physical-
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge is so massive. No, it's like literally the people that get involved in that shit and love him.
There's another one, isn't there? The Monster Raving Loony
Monster
Party.
Party.
Yeah.
They're a
There's
great
loads of them.
one.
There's a guy that dresses up as Elmo, and there's a guy
Yeah.
that dresses up as a fish finger.
None of that in America, man.
No,
Well,
no.
where's that? I mean,
Yeah, you would think they'd have like the big supply of wrong'uns, but I mean their wrong'uns just run for the 2 main parties.
Yeah.
and win. That's the worst part.
Their joke candidates actually win the election.
Yeah, Trump, man. Like, he's the closest thing to Elmo that they have. If you really think about it, TV stars, man. Like, Trump is their Elmo. Could you imagine if Elmo won?
Who's our pretty AOC though? Do we have it?
Theresa
Theresa
May.
May.
Yeah, no,
Theresa May. Yes, Theresa.
I'm trying to think. They've also got that other crazy party, don't they? The Lib Dems. Hey, that's a funny political joke.
Bunch of wetties.
Yeah, got
Hey
it, got
guys, it's a
him.
funny political joke for everybody in the UK. Oh man, yeah, I didn't have a fucking clue what was going on. I didn't even pay attention
I
because
reckon
you know
I should
how
run for parliament. I reckon I'd be a good candidate.
you'd be like Buckethead.
Yeah, I'd be so
You
good.
would, yeah.
Imagine,
You probably have a good shot in your own mask and stuff.
yeah, imagine like me next to Boris Johnson, and I get more votes than him. The scenes. Imagine the scenes, Will.
I reckon that could be a really funny video if we.
Yeah,
we,
well, I have to
Yeah.
wait
For
4
an
years to
election.
do it.
It's like 3 years away though, isn't it?
Huh?
It's like 3 years away, our next one, isn't it?
4 years. We did one last year.
Oh yeah, oh, for fuck's sake.
That's enough time to cultivate our young audience. They'll be 18.
They'll
by
be
that time.
they'll be 15 by then.
Yeah, in the 2024 election, vote for me. I will come up with some good policies.
What would your policies be?
If you won, right, you could just like, if you got sick of doing the politics stuff every week, you could just send someone else in on it, like with the mask on.
Just give it to Jurds.
Yeah, give it, Jerds, give it.
Yeah, to the end of the season. Oh, that'd be a leak. Could you imagine? What would your first policy be? Out of curiosity.
What serious ones or?
No, well, it's your policy, your political party, right?
Well, I don't know.
Lower tax.
You're not really convincing me to vote for you here.